Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to the oldies. Welcome to the newbies. Alright, so I'm going to get straight into it. These are my free collective readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, don't forget to like, comment and share and subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel to grow. Can you hear me? If you are struggling to hear me, it may be best to put your headphones in until I can sort a microphone out. So what we've got is we have greed. Surrounding energy is greed, okay? Then we have secrets. And we have marriage card. So a married couple. Surrounding a married couple in your energetic field wants to keep it a secret how greedy they actually are, okay? Surrounding a theft of probably a lot of money, okay? So greed surrounding a theft. Then we have magic, secrets. They've been using black magic to try and keep hold of some sort of money, materialistic things. And it's a married couple involved. Okay, they want to keep hold of the money. I'm getting it's money. We've got a rich, good gentleman. So they're trying to make out like he's a rich, good gentleman. And he earned this money fair and square. He earned it from his line of work. But he didn't. It's through some stolen money. Right, which deck shall I go in? On here, we've got sending demons towards you. Then we've got a karmic friend involved surrounding the energy. Then we have stalker. Then we have sister. Linking to knife crimes. Alright, so a family linking to some sort of knife crimes surrounding this married energy. Somebody who got married. The number 3 could be significant. We've got the number 13 there also. We have the number 23, 16, 15 and 9. They've been doing a lot of black magic in order to control the narrative because they wanted to fulfill a fantasy in their own world. Unexpected income. They've been paying money for magic, okay, black magic, in order to control the narrative. They've been conjuring up demons, sending demons in order to attack masculine, feminine, quite possibly children, grandchildren. Okay? This feminine wants to stay a privileged lady. And she doesn't want to, with this force, appear at a courthouse, okay, and go to trial for what she's done. Message of concern. So she's gone and got readings, okay, through some reader who's told her that her husband, amongst other people, are going to have to go to trial surrounding some sort of theft of stolen money, okay. That's been brought to light. We have main female, who is a false person, alright. She doesn't want to go to trial either and appear before a proper judge who's not going to be corrupt and pay money for to cover this up or accept money under the table, alright. And they don't want it to go to court surrounding a theft. Alright, so they've been paying money because they don't want to lose their privileges. look, they don't want to go back into poverty, all right? Linking to family who, with this occupation, have been fabricating evidence, trying to change the narrative surrounding this sudden wealth. And here she is, got her up here, along with a community of people, yeah, who she's been paying money to end masculine or feminine and children, all right? So this could even be her own grandchildren who she's willing to end because she wants to keep hold of money along with a community of people. This could be sister or karmic friend, all right? They don't want to go back into poverty, all right? So they're doing everything they can to shut people up before this goes to trial. Yeah, they don't want messages getting out there because they're still sneaking around, okay? 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Then we've got a father figure, an emperor, who's also involved. And several times they've tried to end a masculine or feminine who they've stolen from. Yeah, they have. And possibly child or children who they've stolen from, okay, because they don't want them to have a good life. Several times they've tried to end a masculine or feminine and child or children. And then we've got DNA left at crime scenes, setups. Because they want to explore the world with this stolen money. They want to go travelling, maybe buy cars. Maybe someone who likes to wake and bake involved. Okay. Several attempted murders. Expect good news. They don't want this good news there. Black van parked up, abduction. So be careful surrounding a black van because they could be trying to drag people in a black van, all right? Get them abducted. Organ harvesting in reverse. Any way for these sick fucks to make money. Yeah, oh it is. Oh it is. Oh it is. Tank could be significant. And then we've got signing your signature. Forcing power of attorney. So some way, shape or form, they force power of attorney over this sudden wealth. And they've been paying unexpected income. Beware of wife. Here she is. Beware of this feminine. She doesn't want to give it up, what she's stolen. All right, so she's been paying £90,000 to £100,000 on black magic and trying to sacrifice the person. We've got corrupt coppers in reverse. You could be breaking through these illusions because there's a lot of illusions and confusions, okay? A lot of trying to set somebody up for crimes they've not committed. Maybe try and make out like someone's been self-harming or something like that, and they've not. Or it could be surrounding somebody in this energetic field, what I is picking up, yeah, within this reading, who has been self-harming. And they're getting involved in gang stalking. Dark witch. Obviously, for doing a shit ton of black magic. Shootout is what they're wanting. In the street. Anywhere. Black van. Parking up. Butterfly could be significant. Like butterflies, butterfly tattoo could be significant. A lot of sneaking around. They've got some sick sexual fantasies. Ginger hair could be significant. Love to send people to start arguments, trying to stop your destiny. Self-harming in reverse again. They're generating more karma, but they don't care. They don't care. They're all about keeping hold of this money. Hitman. Okay? Wanting your energy to manifest off. Then here we have flying monkeys. These are the gang stalkers, okay, who they are sending in cars. In cars. Rituals are backfiring, okay, they're performing rituals. We've got 700,000 to 800,000. So they've been spending a lot of money on gang stalking. A lot of money on gang stalking. Wanting to win at all cost. Wanting to win at all cost. Maybe her son wants to win at all costs. We've got type 4, light brown, burns minimally, tans darkly. Could be significant in this reading. Waves. They're trying to rock your boat. They're trying to make your boat sink, alright? 1144. Trying to put holes inside of your ship, your boat, and make that sink. Here's the plan, because they're trying to plant evidence and set somebody up for crimes they've not committed. Okay? Soulless beings. Soulless. Soulless people, okay, who want to win at all costs. Very dysfunctional family dynamic. Paying for a shit ton of readings. Then we've got killer couple. We have 500,000, 600,000. You see, it's all about the money. Channeling. They don't want you to be able to channel from the divine. They could be trying to stop somebody from channeling, okay, because they don't want to be outed. They don't want to be outed. Linking to a dodgy attorney who forced power of attorney, paying money under the table, trying to create blockages. Maybe could have spent some money at a jewellery shop. Going through your phone, Google account, past life karmics, bankruptcy. In reverse, you see, they don't want to lose the money what they have forced power of attorney over, yeah? So they're doing everything to gang stalk and end these compulsive liars, yeah? Own boss, own company, founder could be significant. Clapped out clout seekers. They want some sort of clout for feeding off people's energy, feeding off people's essence, doing a shit ton of black magic, forcing power of attorney, okay? Appearing in court, a fake false person, nurse carer, okay, nurse carer. Could have tried to ghost these cranks, but they don't like it because they need that energy. They need that energy. Deluded to think they're getting away with it. Very deluded to think they're getting away with it. We've got works a night shift in reverse. So could have worked a night shift at some point, this mature woman who is married, and then got involved in forcing power of attorney, splitting money amongst themselves, doing a shit ton of black magic, gang stalking, performing rituals, alright? Sending these flying monkeys. Big nose could be significant. Murder on the loose, serial killers. It's a fatal attraction. Trying to do mind control. They think their plan is perfect and it's going to work. this attorney, corrupt law enforcement, they chose to defend the wrong party. Thinks you are an easy target. Talking pure shit again. Threatened by destiny, okay? Wrong move, losers. Their houses are going to get raided, okay? Them and their pals. They do a lot of sex magic. They're trying to blind somebody, okay, to these hits, these attempts, alright? Knife, okay? Gun, hitman. Huge payout is coming. Hacking Facebook. Trying to gain respect by stealing. Stay aware of your surroundings. That is extremely important in this reading, for you to stay aware of your surroundings, especially if this is resonating with you, okay? Because it could be people in jackets who's covered up, but you can't see their face too. No face, no trace is what I'm getting. No face, no trace. Even getting kids involved. Alright? Adults, kids, people of all ages are involved. A shop assistant is involved. Somebody who used to work in a shop or is still working in a shop. Feeding off your energy essence. Playing mind games. We've got murder on the loose again, serial killer. Wow. So they could have already ended people to cover this up and lie about it, yeah, because it's got to the head. The money what they've stolen, yeah, because it's a lot of money, it's gone to the head, and all of a sudden they think the frigging gangsters, yeah, passing knives and guns around, signing people's signatures in order to force power of attorney, black van parked up, abduction, alright? Tank could be significant. Somebody who gets called a tank. DNA left at crime scenes. DNA left at crime scenes. Crackheads involved. Yeah. Crackheads involved because they want some crack they'll do out. Getting involved in gang stalking. You're a crackhead, are you? They're trying to save a bit of money as well. Do you know what I mean? Because the money's gone on a lot of black magic and hiring hitman and stuff and gang stalking, okay? Very dysfunctional. Again, wanting to win at all costs. How ridiculous. 1818. Forcing power of attorney. Stealing somebody else's sudden wealth. And then paying money for hitman. Projecting all their insecurities. Gang stalking again. A lot of gang stalking. Gutter scutter, acting posh. So we've got a gutter scutter who wants to act posh and go shopping. Yeah. Yeah. They're all getting arrested. Be careful drinking with these people. Be careful if one of these offer to go out drinking with you. Do not go out. Do not go out 100,000 to 200,000. Don't go out and meet with these people for a drink. They want to know your every move. Sharing murder videos on dark web. So quite possibly they want this to be on video. Wow. Wow. Pricks. Captors. Set of pricks. Also, could be trying to prick with a needle if they can't get to your drink, if they're going to offer you to go out for drinks, yeah? If they can't poison your drink, they will prick with a needle. They will prick with a needle. Let's go back to, so, sneaking around, 5 of Wands, and then we've got Page of Cups, children. Okay. Also in competition with children, okay, this gang who want to beat child or children up, 3 of Cups, and celebrate because they want this prosperity. So even involved in wanting to beat child or children up, family are involved. They're playing happy families, they are, but all they want to do is create chaos, trauma. 8 of Cups, somebody could have tried to walk away, or quite possibly they are committed, look, the Fool card, to bringing death because they want it to be over with, yeah, so they don't have to go to trial. Look, 2 of Pentacles, call them a nutter, keep it a secret, yeah, keep it a secret because we've got secrets there, playing games. The Strength card, Leo, because there's a strong level of guilt and it's going to hit the news. It's going to hit the news how guilty they are at getting involved in sacrificing the Empress, yeah, and child or children. They invested a lot of time and stolen money into this. That's the truth. They invested a lot of time and money into this. Jealous of an Empress and their children. They want to get away with it, you see. What they have done is absolutely heartbreaking. All they want to do is cause heartbreak and trot around and get some sort of recognition and try and manifest off other people's energy and do a lot of hexes, maybe linking to an ex. An ex. Linking to an ex, yeah, who's also involved in doing hexes on own children. She's involved in doing hexes on her own grandchildren, death hexes. Death hexes on her own grandchildren because they are child of God. Golden child. Look. They're being very toxic and devilish. Okay? Always trying to get more enemies. Okay? It's all conflict surrounding this generational wealth and them sacrificing. Empress could be a high priestess, or they're going to a high priestess, this family, to look into. That they're going to prison for what they've done. We've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio masculine, who wanted to come out of poverty or wanted to leave this feminine with nothing, and the children gone. And the children gone, nothing. We'll cover it up. So it's coming from all angles. That's the truth. It's coming from all angles in this family, or families, what's joining together. It's coming from all angles. They've been trying to collaborate together. Oh, she's lacking this, she's lacking that. She's lacking this, she's lacking that. Don't listen. Call her a nutter. That's it. Attack the kids, and they are. They're attacking the children. This is why, when they appear before a proper judge, they're going to get found guilty. And they don't want that. They don't want that. No, they just want to keep celebrating this married couple playing and happy families with stolen money and go out for drinks and celebrate, acting all posh, making out like he's a rich, good gentleman, eh? Yeah? Has money been getting put in his bank account then? Yes. Money's been getting put in her husband's bank account also. Lying to the kids, making out like he's been making his own way in life with all this money, okay? But it's a lie. It's a lie. Tricking and deluding the children because even after ending the children, they want the children to be fighting for their life. Let's go into this. Do a couple of these and a couple of these. They want the child or children and this empress to be fighting for their lives. Mirror magic. Someone envies you and is trying to steal your essence to become a mirror image. 26. Because they want to have this money for themselves. A legion of demons. A legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through people around you. They did some reversal magic also. They did some reversal magic, but they're obsessed with conjuring up demons. Someone is obsessed with you to the point where they cannot stop thinking about you. Then we've got completion. The energy work done against you, it's done, it's over, the spell has been broken. But then they pop on out and they get modern. Dream attack. They've been doing dream attacks. You are under the attack of spiritual entities that are trying to defeat you in astral realms because they just want to win and keep hold of this stolen money. Create blockages. Whatever was holding you back has been or is being removed. So if it's not already been removed, it is being removed. 27. Shit to the dark energy. Dark energy sent your way will be turned back on the sender, a failed attempt. Then we've got mirror magic. Somebody's using mirror work to bring you problems and issues, okay? They will send dark energy through the mirror, okay? Any reflective surfaces. Financial attacks. Somebody's attacking you spiritually to negatively affect your finances. What? After stealing all this money, this generational wealth, and then using it so the person who they're stolen from and the child or children have little or next to nothing. Theft magic. Somebody's out to take something that is yours. This could be love, money, energy, etc. Victory. You will be victorious over any attacks against you. No matter what they do, you will win. And they want to win. But you've got divine protection. You are being protected by divine beings. They see what you aren't able to see and cut it off before it can reach you. Instant karma. They will receive instant karma for anything they try to do. But do they still keep going? Do they still keep going with these love attacks? Someone is attacking your love relationships. They want to disrupt all areas of your love life, platonic and romantic. So friends, yeah? And here's the curse. They've been doing curses on grandchildren, all because they have sacrificed, quite possibly grandchildren, and the children's mother because they want to win. Linking to her son, linking to a sister. Someone is using magic to place generational curses on you and your family. Let's do a couple more of what? These plots, these plans, these schemes, yeah, with these people, they're never going to stop because they've got a lot of money what they want to keep hold of. Grief and adversity. They just want this feminine, our children, to be in pain, to be in grief, to be in grieving. We've got pleasant letter. Then we've got meeting in reverse. Then we've got court person. Could be going to trial. We've got his thoughts, false person in reverse and good gentleman. Her son's acting like a good gentleman, but he's false. He's very narcissistic, and here he is. He's part of doing mirror magic too, but he wants to make out like he's good gentleman, alright? Wants to make out like the person who they've stolen from is ill, or they're ill. Don't listen, look, while they're scraping all the money towards them, yeah? They wasn't sad about it, they was very happy. They wasn't expecting to get caught up for this, because they was expecting it to be over and done with. Look, caught in reverse, because her son and family members, false, yeah? They don't want to appear before a proper judge who's not going to take money under the table to cover this sick shit up. Prison in reverse. They don't want to go to prison for it. They're very happy about it. Very happy. Alright? But the thought of them going to prison makes them sad. We've got a little child in reverse. And then we've got gloomy thoughts. They're even willing, yeah, to end a child. Because they don't want to see a change. Like they don't want the money to go back to the children's mother. Alright? And they certainly don't want the child or children to have a good life. They want them to be in trauma, in grief, okay? And so they have attempted. We've got a little child. Attempted. A little child. Willing to end on child or grandchildren. It's absolutely heartbreaking. Spying. Playing games, okay? Overwhelming amount. Family. And then so don't listen to them. They're a nutter. Oh, they're a nutter. So don't listen to these messages. What a nutter. Yeah. Because it's surrounding this. They want to keep hold of it. They want to keep hold of it. They want to stress you out. Make you have a mental breakdown. Studying, watching your every move, these gang stalkers. Free. Because they want to gain power and control. They don't want this mother or child or children to have this independence. They want a forced power of attorney, and they want this independence for themselves. They want to be independent. We've got a female judge. 5 of Swords with these enemies are all going to get locked up. A female judge, okay, could be masculine, who is going to sentence these criminals, yeah. 5 of Cups are going to lose everything. And this Empress is going to gain this generational wealth back. That's the truth, yeah. So they could be sending people in motorcycle club. Look. Motorcycles or anything, yeah? Cars to end femme and child or children. So much attempted murder and on a little children's life, yeah? They want to battle against children. Look. Earth sign. Then we've got Scorpio energy and traumatise and leave them with nothing. because they're jealous of their destiny. Maybe their mother's line of work, so they sacrifice children. Four of Swords, look. And then they want to keep it a secret, look, Page of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Heavy on the Virgus, Tauro, Capricorn. Heavy on the Scorpio. Heavy on the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the Moon card. And then we've got Pisces energy also. Wow. 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 So this female judge, she's going to sentence them. She's going to sentence these karmics, these enemies, okay? And they're going to lose everything. Because they've even tried to attempt to murder children. We've got a little child. They've even attempted to murder children. Because they want to keep hold of this money. Again, stay aware of your surroundings. Trying to gain respect by stealing. Kidnap for materialistic gains. Harassment. Very codependent on the children's energy, alright, because they want the children's energy also, yeah, and they want to sacrifice these children. Could have a TikTok account, so be careful with that. Because they are using social media to be like, look, this is what they look like. Look, Facebook. This is what they look like, okay? This is what they look like. This is where they work, or this is their school, okay? Somebody who worships the devil with this, like, toxic, could also be poisoning involved. Could be trying to poison mother, child or children, linking to London. Identity theft. Illegal protection coming to an end. Linking to an ex who's obsessed, 37 with winning. Want any peace. Anything. Willing to actually harm. She's willing to actually harm her grandchildren in order to help her son, who just wants to win at all costs. Brown hair could be significant. Even end children, because they don't want it to go to court. Zebra could be significant. We've got records. Could be significant. Flight tickets with stolen money. They could be trying to avoid the law. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Taking DNA samples to leave at crime scenes. A setup. A setup. Trying to set this empress up for crime she's not committed, because they want to keep hold of all the money, what they've stolen, spend it on gang stalking, like I've said. Spend it on abduction and a black van, paying people, all getting arrested. All getting arrested. Okay, so with all these attachments, what they're trying to send, could be getting a lot of backache. Could be getting a lot of backache, a lot of stress, knowing they fucked up. You could be trying to set the record straight, and they're getting angry, yeah, because they've been cashing checks. A situation is about to explode. It's about to explode. They've been manipulating a lot of people, causing drama, and going, oh, look at her kicking off, oh, look at that, because they don't want to be falling apart, you see, in the courtroom, and falling to pieces in the courtroom and getting done for what they've done. And I go, oh, but I was depressed, you know. I just didn't want to see this woman do well. And this is where the fake friends come on in. And this is where this bank failure has come on in. Because their bank accounts are under investigation. Copycat. Copying identity. Yeah. Maybe straight up copy and pasting someone else's work. Claiming to be their own. Yeah. Monetising. Been going on for a lot of years. Look, we've got old news, police. It's been going on for a lot of years, and they're trying to hushity hush hush, linking to drugs trafficking or poisoning. They want to get a room and discuss this business or pleasure, or they already have been getting a room discussing all this. Shh, because they don't want to hear that they're getting locked up for it. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. They thought that they could what? Just toss this feminine and child or children in the trash, treat them like they are absolutely nothing, okay, while they're doing all this sick shit to her and her child or children. So an investigator has been gathering evidence. That's why they're all going to get sentenced, yeah? They're going to get destroyed in that courtroom. They're going to get absolutely annihilated in the courtroom by quite possibly a female judge with this Hierophant energy. Doesn't have to be a female judge, but could be a female judge. Okay. And they're going to be furious, getting locked up and losing all the money, what they got, what they stole, and all the black magic, manipulation, conjuring up demons. Emotional intelligence. Could be an intelligence agency. Hold on. Could be an intelligence agency. They're all trying to keep promises with each other. You're not going to tell on me, are you? You're going to stand up for me in the courtroom, aren't you? Yeah? And we'll lie all the way through, like we've been lying for years, alright? Alright? We'll keep lying. Who's been trying to burn evidence. Oh, I just wanted to look real sexy there. I just wanted to feel real good about myself and thought I was great trotting around with a load of stolen money. You know what I mean? Yeah. They've been under investigation for a long time. That's why they're banks. Oh, yeah. They're going to lose everything. They're going to get locked up in prison, alright? They're going to lose everything. They're going to get locked up, life in prison, for trying to end mother and children, and then keep continuing it and trying to sacrifice them, okay? Hits out, passing knives around and sacrifice them just because they don't want to go to prison for their shit ton of crimes. But look, we've got a little child in the middle of this. His child or children in the middle of this, and he doesn't want to go to court and get sentenced, okay? So he's even trying to end own children. Disgusting, man. She's a disgusting woman. And that younger one, she's disgusting as well. And this emperor figure, a father figure, or maybe a grandfather, also involved. But again, these are collective readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Gang affiliation. Very toxic. Very toxic. Bringing conflict to the child's children. So much death energy. The Grim Reaper So much death energy. So much attempted murder. Death magic, the lot. Death magic, the lot. It's disgusting. They've done this on me and my kids constantly. Death magic, death magic, death magic. Death magic, death magic, death magic. And they're trying to side with the devil. That is the truth. This devilish, toxic family. And they're trying to look and give either drugs or money for people to keep playing games. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. With an earth angel. And they're trying to block anyone coming towards to help. So they're trying to block anyone coming towards to help. Alright? Because they want to keep kids trapped in this environment. And they want to keep watching the children. Be careful of drinks. Okay? Trying to block anyone coming towards feminine to help because they want to play games and they don't want to lose. This is disgusting though, isn't it? They want to keep playing games and bring conflict magic. And is anyone coming to help? And we'll just trot around acting all successful and that. Is anyone coming to help? We need to see if anyone's coming to help. Oh no. Because this masculine, this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is committed to bringing nothing but stress, trauma, traumatising, and the children. For an undercover investigator, we've got Virgo energy, Libra energy. Undercover investigator is gathering evidence surrounding this very mean family who are just saying don't listen, calling it when they're trying to murder to keep hold of this money or any other money, and they celebrate. They go out and they party together. They've all been meeting up, linking to children, the children's family. People who the child or children live with or lived with. That is the truth. 47. That is the truth. They're passionate about taking control of an archangel's success. Over an archangel's success and keeping it for themselves, which is absolutely heartbreaking. And then actually wanting to spy and stalk the children too. No. Separation spells. Separation between mother and children is what they've been doing. They've done this on me too. There was a white woman who they paid for this one because they've been paying different ethnic origins where she got a dagger, yeah, sliced her hand. I seen the blood dripping on the floor, and they did a separation spell. There's so much evidence, strong evidence. So someone's been investigating and collaborating to bring this to light. Okay? Capricorn energy could also be involved. Capricorn could also be involved. Was also trying to look into who is coming towards persistently paying for readings. Who's coming, persistently going and paying for readings. Because they want to see who's coming to help this Empress, okay? Who's coming to help the child or children. And then trying to end the children. It's disgusting. I think it's absolutely disgusting, and I'm resonating with this also. This could be female judge who's going to defend Empress in the courtroom. Surrounding people in local community. Surrounding people in local community. Could have actually tried to make Empress homeless as well. 4 of Wands can be like house, you know, home. Could have actually tried to make Empress homeless as well. Have her out on the street, but take absolutely everything. Snatch the kids, force power of attorney, bang her out on the street, stalk her, harass her. Disgusting. Because we just want to win. Win what? A lot of trying to sacrifice, bully them, okay? Yeah, so then they're lacking energy because they're doing a lot of energy work as well, and then sacrifice. This is why it's going to hit the news. This is why it's going to hit the news. This is why they're going to lose everything, and this is why they're going to probably never see the fucking light of day again when they get in that prison. They're going to lose everything, honestly. Oh, it seems like it'll be a long trial. And while the trial will be going on, they're going to try and ring people, like if they're in prison, locked up, waiting for the trial, they're going to be trying to ring people from inside the prison, yeah, and attack the one who keeps getting these messages out there as well. The ones who cannot be bought, the ones who cannot be paid, okay? Several different reasons to bring justice for. Several different reasons. Attempted murder, okay? Robbery, kidnapping, identity theft, okay? Jealous of that destiny, so they was performing moon rituals on child, children and Empress surrounding this money. I can't make it up. Because they don't want this Empress and child children to have a prosperous life. Got Sagittarius, Leo energy, and Aries. Sagittarius energy. Been doing this to Sagittarius child too. Because they want them to think, oh, you're lacking, you're a nutter, that's it, these enemies. Nothing but mind games, conjuring up demons to the child or children. And they don't want the child or children to be able to invest, yeah, in standing trial against this family and bringing it to light. That's why they're trying to end the children. They don't want the children to stand trial either. So they're doing black magic and conjuring up children and trying to shut the children up. That's disgusting. So they're constantly sneaking around. 5 of Cups because they don't want to lose and get put in prison and be found guilty for playing so many games, stalking, spying, breaking mothers and children's heart, 4 of Swords, because they want to lay the mother and children down and keep traumatising and saying, oh, like this, like that, that's it. Yeah, nutter. That's it, yeah. No. Empress is going to gain everything back, and children. Female judge could be helping, okay? And these karmic friends who's been saying, oh, Colonata, who's been taking money under the table, they're going to have to face a judge as well. While they've been transferring money from account to account to account to account to account because they wanted financial stability for themselves. That is disgusting. So they also got involved in sacrificing. So they're also looking to other readers around the world, okay, to do energy work. The dark witches, alright, are paying other readers, and the other readers are like, you're going to prison, okay, and they're not liking it. So then they're sneaking on off and they're going to find a dark witch to do more hexes and more cases. Stop and block justice. It's absolutely heartbreaking what they've been doing. Got Vega, Taurus. Then we have Wheel of Fortune. Not Taurus, sorry. Vega. And then we have Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus there. So Taurus did want to come out. And Leo. Transferring money from account to account to account. Maybe around the world. Because being very mean, very possessive. And the dirt one, they want to control an earth angel. They don't want this empress, okay, to move forward. Or child or children. That's why there's so much bullying, there's so much drama, there's so much chaos and so much competition and trying to compete against this empress. They want to also block her personal power because they don't want her to be able to stand trial to get her money back. And the child or children. 56, 56. So literally, want to swipe. Could be even willing to end Vega. Child, look, 6 of Cups. Could be even willing to end Vega child because they know they're guilty. That's the truth of several attempted murders, okay, and trying to block judgment. Trying to block judgment. Oh, this is just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, they get caught. Oh, they get caught. Oh, they get caught out. Oh, they get caught. And yes, they get caught. And yes, they're under investigation. And yes, they better pack it on the fuck on in because they're going to lose everything. They're never going to be able to work ever again. Not for attempting to murder children. Doing all this sick shit. They're going to have, they're going to go to prison. Yeah, you're going to have to pay everything back. And then on top of that, you're going to have to pay compensation as well. And he's not liking it. He's about to work to go. I just wanted to be a wealthy man. I wanted to chat shit. And we all wanted to be privileged and end the person. She's like, I know, we've been trying to do this for years, haven't we? I know. We don't want them to journey towards and be able to work towards getting their own money back, do we? You know, we even wanted to just cash in on the furniture. They took a gift, acting all fake and false, his family. And wanted to fabricate evidence. So they've been journeying around, trying to work behind the scenes to keep this money from coming back to rightful person. So much hard work they've put into this. A lot of people have. That's why they're going to prison for life. For being fake ass family. Trying to stitch someone who's corrupt, working in law, trying to stitch feminine up. The crime she's not committed and get feminine locked up so they have all this money to themselves and then bump the kids off while fem's locked up. I fucking doubt it, you sick fucks. So, if you're doing this to motherfuckers like me, my kids, and other people, you can literally take this. You are now locked in spiritual prison, stripped of all your spiritual gifts, all getting arrested. All getting arrested. The dodge attorney, the lot. They're all getting taken down. What a long trial this is going to be. But again, they're trying to stop it from going to trial. everything they can. I can just feel that they keep trying to move. They keep trying to move and get this happen. Look, with this theft. Sad news for this good gentleman in reverse who's nothing but a fake and fraud, who took a gift of this money because he wanted to have this journey and end child, children's mother and children, and they've been meeting up with ex-military people to discuss it. Meeting up with ex-military people to discuss next plots, plans, schemes. They don't want this feminine to have great happiness. Got bereavement. So much. Attempted murder, so they don't have to go to court. Then this good lady in reverse, who's trying to act all goody, making out like she worked in order to buy her own apartment or house, or look, all of a sudden we've got a bigger apartment, bigger and we've just come into a lot of money, chat shit to kids, this is how grandma got the money. Yeah, but they took money. They forced power of attorney. So when they see this judge, okay, could be masculine or feminine, definitely going to trial, that they're going to get this mother is going to get everything back. This ex-military person, they're going to be in grief. They're going to be crying in prison. Yeah. So be expecting them to be crying in prison because they're going to get outed on worldwide news. He just wanted to make out like he was a rich, good gentleman. End the journey on the path. Look, it's come in upside down. Luciferians. People who worship the devil. People who's been sacrificing to the devil, demons. They're going to prison. They are going, whether they like it or not. So they better stop these plots, these plans, and these schemes. Where have I put these cards though? Oh, where have I put them? Yeah, so I'm going to leave that there. An hour again. An hour reading again. But be careful of your surroundings because they are still trying to keep this up and running. Because like I said, they do not want it to go to trial. They are willing to end children's lives to stop it going to trial. And this is why they really, really need to be shut down, because they're absolutely vile. Everyone's had a go at attempting to murder this femme and children. Everyone seems to have had a bloody go. Family, you know what I mean? Parents, the lot. Corrupt law, corrupt ex-military. Oh, there they are. Disgusting. So sending peace, love and light.